The startling mass exodus from UCLA football continues as USC is finalizing a deal to hire Lynn as its new defensive coordinator, according to ESPN. Good evening. I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with breaking news yet again. The decline of UCLA football, only this time for the benefit of their crosstown rival. If you enjoy talking about either the Bruins or the Trojans, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk about these schools almost every day here. Lynn revitalized the Bruins defense in just 1 year at Westwood, boosting UCLA to the 11th ranked defense in the country. The year prior, the Bruins were just 89th. As recently as this weekend, Bruins coach Chip Kelly recognized Lynn would be due for a raise far beyond the $50,000 bonus that he had already earned. Lynn, although the deal is not finalized, therefore he is still technically UCLA's defensive coordinator. He has one more year on his contract worth about $1 million. But let's be real. USC bought out that contract and they're going to cut a check for much more. It is almost impossible to underestimate the magnitude of the aftershocks this move will have for both sides. USC's defense was an absolute disaster for 2 seasons under Alex Rich's so-called Speed D, a 3-3-5 setup that was designed to get to the quarterback with a variety of unconventional blitzes. Only instead of getting to the quarterback, USC was constantly caught out of position. Their players were comically inept at the basics such as tackling, constantly out of position over the middle on pass plays, gaping, massive, explosive plays in both the runs and the pass, run and pass. Lynn's defense, on the other hand, rarely blitzed. Rarely. Because UCLA had a very strong front four. He often used a more conventional 3-4 mixed in with 4-3. He did have talent. What Lynn was wind up doing, instead of trying to outfox the opposing offense with X's and O's, was that he was just basically coaching the Bruins very well in the fundamentals of tackling. This is going to be a radical departure, by the way, in terms of recruiting as well for the Trojans. If you play a trick defense or a trick offense, for example, if you were running, say, the air raid offense, the type of quarterback you would need would be different than, say, a traditional defense. The same would follow through on defense as well. You're going to need different types of players to play as opposed to the 3-3-5. So I don't know necessarily if it's going to be an immediate turnaround for Lynn. What I can tell you is that UCLA did hold USC's Caleb Williams to less than 6 yards per play this year, the only school that was able to do that. As for UCLA, what the Bruins are going to do to hang their hat on, I have absolutely no idea. In less than 48 hours, their quarterback of the future, Dante Moore, entered the transfer portal, and now they are in search of their 3rd defensive coordinator in 3 years. I don't even mean this to be snarky. I challenge anybody to find something optimistic now for UCLA football. Now, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We talk about UCLA and USC almost every day here. Once again, breaking news, Lynn has left UCLA, according to ESPN, to sign as defensive coordinator with crosstown rival USC. We'll be talking more about this tomorrow morning. Faithful Angelinos is a Kian Cortell Queso production. Take care.